Well, good morning, everyone. How are you on this Monday? Middle of the month, September. We are almost to the official first day of fall. Thanks for joining me this morning. I so appreciate your time and your community. It just really means a lot to me. So I'd really so appreciate it if you'd like. And give me a thumbs up on these videos if you would, and share them with people in your community that are just passionate about makeup and making each other feel better and encouraged to start each and every day on a positive foot, a positive note, so we can get out there and have the best and most successful days possible to encourage each other how great we all are. And sometimes we need that. Sometimes we just need somebody else to say, you're spectacular. Do you know how spectacular you are? You never know what's going to come along in your life and surprise you. So you want to be ready every single day for that, so you don't miss those golden opportunities. So let's get ourselves going here this morning. I have done my primer, my e.l.f. trusty primer that I love so much. I have done my foundation, my stick foundation that I am truly adoring. It is a great product. I'm going to use one of my e.l.f. Concealers this morning to help with some bags under my eyes. So just going to put a little bit of that right there to get a little bit more brightness under those eyes this morning. Those 63-year-old bags that I've had packed for way too long. That's what my mom used to call it when I had dark circles under my eyes. She'd be like, gosh, Carrie, you are really packing some bags today. It is a sign for me, especially for me and my youngest son, when we are really fatigued and when we are fighting something. I could always tell with my youngest son, he had very severe asthma as a young child. Very severe. He was life flighted twice, actually, to ICU. And I could always tell with him how he was feeling by the appearance under right in here, when he had really dark circles and they were really heavy looking. I could always tell that he was having a really rough day. Can still tell that to this day. I can still tell that with my youngest son. Okay, now we're going to come in and we're going to add our powder to that. We're going to lock in those wet products. Now, if you're an individual that likes a wetter, more moister, dewier finish, you certainly don't have to use powder. I use powder because I personally like a much matter look to my complexion. I like a porcelain appearance instead of a real sort of wet, dewy appearance. And truthfully, that's just because that's what I'm used to. That's what my generation is used to. I don't want to say everybody in my generation wears it like that, but for me, that's my comfort zone. So I don't like to have a lot of shine, and so that's why I use a loose powder. The loose powder, in my opinion, does the very best job of locking in those wet products. I think you get a lot just getting my lips. I think you get a lot better, a lot more wear out of your foundation when you use the powders, but that's just me. You know, everybody has their own products that they feel comfortable with, and I would encourage you to use those. This is just a way to, you know, help each other every day, show you different colors, different techniques, different formulas. What I learned in my years in the modeling industry. And so, you know, everybody has their own way of doing things that makes them the most comfortable. And that's what I would encourage you to do, is do what makes you feel comfortable, because when you feel comfortable, that's when the inner beauty shows up on the outside. When you're really comfortable, when you feel really good about yourself. So do what makes you feel that comfort, that confidence on the inside. Okay, today I want to show you this beautiful palette that I found. Profusion is the name. It is a dollar store product. These are $5 at the dollar store, and I'm telling you, look how beautiful this is. Look at the vibrant colors here. I mean, it's just stunning. And look what you get on the back. You actually get a diagram that shows you where to put the colors that are available in the packet if you want this particular eye look. I got that one, and I got this one, this blue one. Look at this one. Purple, blues, grays, a little bit of a pinky nude color, and a real white. These are, I mean, I haven't tried them yet, so we're going to try them together this morning. I'm sort of wearing a bunch of different colors today, as you can see. There's a little bit of gold. There's a little bit of a burnt orangey brown color. There's even a little bit of purple in here. But we're going to kind of stick today in this vicinity, I think. Maybe here a little bit. Mostly here, I think, is where we're going to stick. I think we're going to use this as transition. Then we're going to come back in and we're going to pick up these to add some light into the inner eye. And then for my outline color, I am going to use just my Adele eyebrow powder to do the outline around my eye. So let's get going here. I'm going to start with, what are we going to start with? Let's start with the gold color. We'll put that down here on the lid. See how much we have to get off. Wow. Wow. I'm not, you know, digging into the well, sort of. You know, a lot of times when you get discount products, you have to kind of dig into get enough product on the brush, but not finding that at all. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. Look at how gorgeous that is. This beautiful goldy, shimmery gold color. Then we're going to dip into the burnt orange color. We're going to go up here with that. Put that in transition and take it all the way up onto that big bone right there. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow, look at that beautiful color. Wow, I'm impressed. Very pigmented, very, very, very blendable for sure. Now I'm going to come on. I'll show you which ones I'm using here when I get done. Let's come in now and pick up this really light gold color. See if we can get a little brightness. Yeah, that looks good. Right up there. Oh yeah. Wow, I'm impressed, guys. Profusion. I've never used any of these products before, but wow. I'm using the really light goldy color now here in the corner, and I put it up here on the top. Wow, well, sorry about that. I do that every time with that stupid mirror. So, this one first on the lid, this one second in transition, and then this one right in the corner here. And I didn't have to use hardly any. You know, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to come in, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to see what that looks like to outline with that one. It's sort of a really dark greeny black color. It's very interesting. And it has a shimmer. Wow, that's very interesting. It is a sort of a combination between a black and a green, but it has this really pretty iridescence to it. Wow, look how pretty that is, guys. So we're just taking that and running it along the outside, just outlining. Beautiful. Wow, I'm impressed. Look at those beautiful colors. $5, can you believe it? Profusion, this one's called Emeralds. It's called Profusion. Let me get the full name here. I got it at the dollar store. Profusion Cosmetics. This one is Emeralds. And I love what this shows you right here. It shows you the diagram if you want to get that look. But I mean, look how beautiful and saturated these colors are. I mean, for a discount eye palette, that's some pretty intense colors, guys. You get 10, $5. That's 50 cents. 50 cents for each one of these. I'm telling you, you can't beat that all day long. Let's do a little bit darker blush today. So I'm going to use my Milani Baked blush, and the color that I'm using is Dolce. And I've got on my Cocoa Shimmer, which is my lip color. It is also a dollar store. Just gonna add a little bit. And then on top of that, I put my, this is Cocoa Shimmer. On top of that, I put my Physicians Formula Diamond Gloss. Love that, love that product. And now we're gonna come in and we're gonna do some finishing touches underneath the eye. We're gonna be using my Revlon Color Stay finishing powder, which I adore this product. I've used it for 25, 30 years, if maybe more. Just gonna come in and we're just gonna make sure that we don't have any fallout that we missed. I don't know if you can see how beautiful this gold color is, but it is really spectacular up against my brown eyes. It's just my eyes have just lit up. Now I'm just taking my Kabuki brush and I'm just blending out that blush. Make sure we have really soft lines. All right, cooking along here this morning. Time to curl. So we're going to grab our curler. We're going to put it on the top lid. We're going to push back and then push up. So you're pushing it back and then letting the back and then squinch. So back, squinch. This way, when you put your lid backwards, you're getting to the bottom of those lashes and you're grabbing the bottom part so you get a really intense curl. All right, Milani's Black is Black. And I do go to the very bottom of the stalks. I want to try to capture that curl, and the way you do that is by using your mascara to lock in that curl. Now if you need it to be there all day, a great trick is to grab waterproof mascara and put just enough down underneath here that you're actually coating the bottom stalk, the stalks of each eyelash. And the waterproof formula, I don't know what is in it that does that, but it really locks in a great curl that lasts, it seems, all day. Okay, we're gonna come down here and put some mascara down at the bottom so we can see we have some lashes down here. And do another coat. A little bit further out on the ends this time. Try to get a little bit more fullness and length to the lashes by taking your wand and kind of going out to the end of the lash and putting a specific application out on the ends. These are tubular mascaras, and so what that means is as you put more on, the tube around each lash gets longer and fuller. And I always wear tubular mascara because it comes off the easiest. You don't get any pulling or tugging. As you get older, you got to be very careful and take really good care of your lashes because like anything, as you age, they don't do as well. So you got to take a little bit more time and be just a little bit more attentive. So you don't want to be pulling or tugging on your lashes. So there we go. Beautiful. These, go get you some of these. I mean, really, $10, 50 cents, because you get, no, $5, you get 10 of these. 50 cents a square basically is what it amounts to at the dollar store. What do you got to lose? Give it a try. Look how beautifully saturated those colors are. Blown away. Absolutely blown away. Profusion at the dollar store. Have a great day, everybody. Get out there and hit a grand slam today. It's Monday. It's a new start, a new week, a new beginning. Make it a great day. Be ready for those all-important first impressions because you only get them once. You never get them back again. And it's so important to be ready because they can change your life. And go get those dreams, whatever they are. Whatever stage of life you're in, If you got goals and dreams and you haven't seen them show up yet, go get them. What are you waiting for? Don't let your age stop you from anything. More now than ever, you can be anything, do anything, succeed in any way if you're willing to just dedicate yourself to it, believe in yourself, and have faith. Thank you so much for being a part of my community. I so cherish your time and your efforts and your comments, and I do want to hear back from you. So have a great Monday, everyone, as we are in the middle of September. Fall is in a week. God bless. This is Carrie from Texas.